Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, and I'm sorry that I only posted like one video on Friday and then the other video on Thursday, but I'll pretty much back to where my normal stuff, so don't worry. I'm making this video on 2/14, so hopefully it'll be out by 3, if not earlier. So, I'm going to be talking about the woke Olympics and on how terrible that was, and how that made a lot of Christians, and rightfully so, very angry. And I'm going to also explain onto why they are angry and why this one gay person is an idiot, and also why people are legitimately angry in the first place. So, as we all know, the woke Olympics had the Last Supper, and it wasn't, due to the fact that, the insanity of it all, right? To what the Last Supper is, but, it has a lot to do with this, saying an official video of a Paris 2024 opening ceremony is deleted from Olympics account as viewers' backlash grows and fans flock to praise London 2012 showcase, which remains online. So, yeah, again, you people are going to be horribly upset about this, but you're not going to like my opinions, and I'm pretty sure the LGBTQ community is not going to like my opinions on the matter, but I think you're going to have to get through it, because I think you mocked enough of people. I think you deserve to be mocked back. The official video of the Paris 2024 opening ceremony appears to have been deleted from the Olympics account as viewers' backlash grows, with fans flocking to praise the London 2012 showcase, which remains online. Social media users shared a screenshot of the organization's footage, which showed a blank screen with the caption, "This video is now available." Meanwhile, the show does not appear to be on their YouTube channel, despite there being coverage of the games both before and after the ceremony. And full-length versions of the ceremonies for London 2012, Rio 2016, Beijing 2022, and even Nagano 1988 are all available. Neither the Olympics nor the Paris Games have given any reason for this apparent omission. Both have been contacted for comment. It comes after the event was dubbed the worst ever and sparked backlash as it was carried out amid appalling weather. Yeah, people are rightfully angry, and I'm going to bring this gay person in here that is talking about, oh, well, the Christians are going to be angry now. Oh, the Christians are going to be are not going to like this. Like, okay, listen, buddy, you need to shut up, because, again, I have said numerous times on this channel that I am not religious, and I have another friend that is quite a bit more religious, at least, than me, and he didn't like it at all. I did not like this, and I think it's going to show that you people are deranged, you people are sick, and you people need to be, honestly, I don't know what you call it, purged from the society or something, because I don't know, because it's disgusting. It's really quite disgusting. So, again, this is what we were looking at here, right? This is the type of stuff that they were doing, and all this stuff. Look at this here. These people do it here. It's quite disturbing, to say the least. So without further ado, here's this gay person's opinion on this, and I will interject here and there because I think he's missing the memo and everything.
Christians are freaking out about the Olympics opening ceremony. I was watching it last night. In fact, I don't think I finished it all the way because I had some people come over. But as soon as I saw that love section where there was like a very androgynous person and it was like a three-way and they went into the room and they were just feeling each other, it didn't show them kissing. I was like, oh, the Christians are gonna go wild.
Listen, buddy, I don't think it's just the Christians that will be going wild here at all. I don't think that's the case. Let me put this into perspective for you people to understand. We don't care on what people do, at least, the very least, from the Christians that I know and the people that just practice their faith. They don't really care too much what other people do. They do try to convert you to their faith because they believe that their faith and their God is the one and only, but other than that, they normally, from what I gather, don't care on what you do in your life. Now, I'm going to put this in perspective that you people seem to not understand here, and it may shock you, because you guys always try to make everything about sexual relations or some type of sexual behavior. I'm going to be honest. If I see a straight person that is doing any of the stuff that was happening in that Olympic show, I'm not going to be comfortable. I'm not going to be comfortable if a gay person is doing anything that is doing that stuff on the Olympic show. Straight up. I don't want to see sexual behavior in public whatsoever from either side. It's not okay from either side. I think majority of America is going to agree with me on this one. So it's not just going to be the Christians that are going to go wild from this. It's going to be majority of America, or I would say majority of the world, is not going to be happy with this. I don't understand where you're even coming from with this, because this is completely insane in every regard.
But it didn't stop there. Did you see the part where they're like on these little whoop-de-doop things going like this? Yeah, well then there was people in the street that were dancing, and there was two guys holding hands and they kissed. Better than that, there was a very, very gay fashion show. I mean, it opened with Gaga. So we're talking men in heels, we're talking ballerinos who are walking on point, and then they had drag queens. And I called it from the very first moment I saw anything homosexual on that. I was like, they are gonna think this is some right-wing thing when they don't realize that, hey, other countries exist and they're not all like America. They don't all have this weird anti-trans thing. A lot of countries out there are very accepting of people just being people and having freedom. But they think that for some reason the entire world is gonna change because America has been homophobic, transphobic in the past couple years, passing all these anti-LGBTQIA laws. So of course the Christians are taking it as an attack. It's no longer family-friendly programming.
Okay, there's a lot of to unpack here, so I'm gonna address this clown as I see fit. So first off, let's just go with, the transphobic and anti-LGBTQ laws. Where are they being passed? And I want to know where it's saying that trans people are being banned in our country. I don't see where that's going on here. Now, what I do see is a lot of these LGBTQ or whatever, or the alphabet community laws that we want to say, because I say alphabet community because trying to say the whole freaking the whole freaking wording of you people, it keeps increasing by the day, so alphabet is just easier to say. So, I think a lot of these laws are pretty much saying you cannot transition children to the opposite sex or what have you. You can't be doing this because they can't be making these very big decisions that ruin their life. That's it. We're not saying if you're 18 or higher that you cannot do this. So I don't know where you're going with that. That's just completely stupidity in every bloody regard. And let's go with the drag queens. Okay, let's go look at the drag queens and all their actual behavior. I mean, go look at this. I'm pretty sure this is what people like to see from other people doing this stuff in front of children. I mean, call me crazy here, but last time I checked, I don't think any of us try to do pedophilic behavior, child grabber behavior. So maybe it has something to do with more with you guys than what the drag queens are doing than maybe perhaps whatever the homophobic stuff. Now I'll address the last thing. Nobody cares if you're homosexual or trans. All right, we do not care. What we do care about is the fact that if you're being trans, if you're trans, fine. Just don't transition. Just don't try to force your ideology and way of thinking on other people or on us. That's one. If you're gay, same thing. We don't care if you're gay. Just don't be pushing your identity and all the other stuff onto other people and trying to change laws, etc. That forces people to go with you. That's complete insanity. As long as you go and not do that, we don't care. And then we'll get onto the whole Christian thing of like how we're gonna be angry. First off, I don't know about you, but when you are mocking a certain group of people, they are going to be angry. I don't know about you, but that's insanity. Why don't you criticize the Muslim faith? Why don't you criticize the Buddhism faith? Why don't you criticize the Indian faith? Why don't you criticize or the Mormon faith? Or the Jewish faith, which, by the way, a lot of you are hating right now, but you guys don't go and criticize these other religions. No, you don't. You know why you don't go criticize these other religions? Because you would get major backlash and destroyed off the face of the planet because Christians are more tolerative of what you do to them. So, I think it's more of a issue with you guys than it has anything to do with Christians. And of course, people that are going to identify with a specific group that has this part and is very close to them is not going to be very happy. Also, let's add to the first part. Let's go talk about the white horse. The white horse in the New Testament means death. So, maybe you should go talk to a religious person that is Christian or Catholic or what have you, and probably go ask them what it means of the white horse, because it means death. No. I'm not talking about death from Darksiders, this guy here, or death on his horse called Despair. No, I'm not talking about this guy. I'm talking about the white horse here that we symbolize is, this right here means death. So, again, maybe perhaps get your stuff straight and understand why a group of people are going to be angry in the first place. Because I think when we go and mock you guys all the time, or when we go and do stuff, I think you guys don't end up liking it at all. So maybe you should backpedal a little bit. Now that we're done with this clown here, we're going to go off with this, alright? We're going to go with the Paris 2024 breaks silence on Olympic opening ceremony controversy as organizers apologize for after Christians slammed spectacle for woke parody of the Last Supper. So, what ended up happening here, guys, is that, all right to its purposes, the Christians fought back, as they should, and they made sure that, it was canceled and stuff like that, it was removed, and they say their apology. Here's what they say. Clearly, there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. That's bullshit. She said, on the contrary, I think Thomas Jolly did try to do attempt to celebrate community tolerance, which you didn't. We believe this ambition was achieved, which it wasn't. If people have taken any offense, which they have, we, of course, are really sorry. You're not sorry, because you wouldn't have done this in the first place if you didn't think it was going to offend people. You obviously did it as an offensive remark. You think it's funny when you do stuff like this. People don't laugh when you do stuff like this. You're mocking a group of people. And then when we go and do the same thing and mock you guys, you get in a tizzy fit and rage all about it. It is a common practice with you people. So only the Christians and that religious group can be disrespected, but everybody else cannot be disrespected. It's quite disgusting coming from you guys. So again, they say that they're sorry and all that, but I don't believe that they are. They're saying like, it's like, we didn't mean to offend anybody, but it's like, you obviously did. And I know I have a few religious people in my comment section that is going to probably be very angry about this, as they should, because they felt mocked, they felt belittled, they thought their religion is a spectacle to be laughed at, and I don't think that should be the case. So maybe you people have something to say about that, right? And by the way, bye-bye Olympics. Nobody's going to be watching you. And for all intents and purposes, the backlash is here. You had to cancel everything, and now there is going to be a considered, what do you call it, a boycott of the Olympics. Have fun with that. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.